Hey everyone, my name is Devin Bondman with the Chilliwack Fire Department. Today I'm going to provide a second video on catching a hydrant with a couple different options. If you haven't already watched the first video on triple dressing the hydrant, I would recommend watching that one first, as that one will be the new standard for catching a hydrant in the Chilliwack Fire Department. So today I'm going to go over double dressing a hydrant, as well as giving an option of flushing out of the 4-inch gate valve. As I said, our standard will be triple dressing the hydrant, but as discussed with some of our training officers, we also want to give an option on double dressing a hydrant. A lot of our room and contents fires, or bread and butter house fires, we really only need 2 ports dressed. It saves us up to 30 seconds not putting on the 3rd gate valve, as well as the 3rd gate valve doesn't give us a ton more water. If we're flowing aerial devices or somewhere where we need big water, then absolutely triple dress, but today we're going to give an option for double dressing, as well as a specific scenario where you'd have to flush out of the 4-inch gate valve. So first off, I'm going to show how to double dress the hydrant. First, I'm going to look where I want to flush, because I'm going to be leaving one of the caps on the 2.5 ports. So here, obviously, I have a garden on my left. It's clear on my right, so I'm going to be opening this one up. So I'm going to be grabbing my hydrant wrench. I'm going to be cracking the 4-inch, as well as the 2.5 that I'll be flushing from. Take off the caps. Again, doing good housekeeping. And from here, I'm going to take my clearly labeled red valve, which is open. I'm going to put it on the side that I'm flushing. And now I'm going to connect our closed 4-inch valve. Making sure it locks. So, as you can see, it's a bit quicker not having to take this cap off and adding the 3rd gate valve. And from this point on, I can really connect our 4-inch hose and I can open up. We'll be flushing out of the 2.5, and as soon as this water is clear, I'll shut this down and charge the 4-inch, making sure a pumper operator is ready for water. So now I'm going to go over a specific scenario on where we may not have the option of flushing out of our 2.5 gate valves. Maybe we have cars parked here, a fence in the way, and we'll just soak ourselves or do some damage, and we want to flush out of the 4-inch gate valve. Obviously we have our open 2.5 and our 2 other closed gate valves. From here, I would suggest just closing this one off completely and making sure this one is on fully. We will not connect our 4-inch hose to here yet. We are now ready to charge the hydrant. We'll be flushing out of our 4-inch gate, waiting for it to have clear water, and then once we have clear water, we will shut it back down. Connect our 4-inch hose and let our pump operator know that we're ready to send water. This may be a very rare occurrence, but at least we have an option for flushing out the front. Now that we've gone over a couple specific ways of dressing the hydrant, we're just going to make a few key points and show a couple other things on the gate valves. First point is that our standard will always be to triple dress a hydrant. We always need to prepare for the worst, and if we're in a scenario where we think that we're going to need as much water as possible, always revert to triple dressing. Double dressing is just another option where if it's a minor fire, room and contents, or like I said, just a bread and butter fire where we're going to have the fire out within a reasonable amount of time, then we can go to double dressing the hydrant to save some time at the hydrant. Another point I want to bring up was for our pump operators to make sure that we're still doing our safeties of either clamping off our 4-inch hose at the truck or disconnecting and plugging it right into our intake. We don't want this gate valve to confuse that. We still want to make that safety check on our apparatus operations. The third point I want to make is just clearly identifying the label on this 4-inch gate valve. We have a label that says hydrant side, so always make sure that that is facing the hydrant, as well as we have a bleeder on the pump side of the gate valve. This is for draining off the 4-inch hose if we need to shut down this line in any type of scenario. Yeah, so we have a bleeder here and the hydrant side to the hydrant. Yeah, so those are the points we'd like to make. Thanks for watching the second video. Yeah, hopefully this helps. Thanks a lot.